Welcome back, Dr. Scott.
Hey, it's glad to be back. I missed y'all last week.
Hey, Dr. Scott. It's great to have you back. I can't wait to hear about your exciting trip last week. You filled me in a little bit about you had learned some new stuff, taken a lot of new information in for Advanced Medical Solution to patients, the employees. You know, as we start this show, I know you're getting set up and getting everything ready, but I got a great train of thought. I want to explain to the people out there listening today in Radio Land here at Myrtle Beach how much training goes on in Advanced Medical Solution.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That is a great point.
That is valuable. Valuable.
So what's your question?
Well, how much? I see so much training going on.
I can't tell you
there.
how much.
I know. I see.
Because it never stops.
It never ends.
Keep going.
It's every day. It's all day, every day.
Yeah. So here's the thing. We're in an innovative industry.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
The medical industry has been around forever. However, just recently in the past few years, regenerative medicine, the way we do it, stem cell regenerative medicine, has become legal.
Yes.
In America to practice. And knowing that it's a new industry, now the research has been there for decades.
And still coming, yes.
Yeah, it's just there. The research is there for arthritis, joint pain. Research is there for all kind of stuff, systemic conditions, etc. But it's out there. Decades of research. It's out there, okay? So we're there, okay? As far as the industry, it's proven to be amazing. The only thing we don't have is the big money backing this from Big Pharma. They are the big guys in the game. They're not interested in this because it's a natural product that can't be patented. So that's the holdback as far as really this being offered to everybody like we all deserve and should get and be covered by insurance. Okay. So I can't imagine what our community would be like right here, what everybody's life would be like right now if their insurance would cover even a little bit of regenerative medicine. It would change the world.
Wow.
Okay.
It would be such a burden relief of expense on the insurance system.
Yeah, that's nothing. It'll change so many people's lives.
So many lives. So many lives.
So many families.
So much activity. Yes.
All right. So it being a new industry, as far as actually practicing it, okay, and treating patients in America. Now, we've been doing this for 4 years. Okay.
Yes.
It being a new industry, it being a new science, in a sense, we got no room for error. We have no room for error. Okay. Now, I'm very passionate about what I do, and I want to be the best at what I do. Okay. So there's no room for error when we're talking about this. Just as far as the industry goes, and this being an infant, as far as in the industry of regenerative medicine, we got no room, because if we make mistakes, even a little bit of mistake in this industry, we'll get a lot of too much recognition. Okay?
Oh, there's no doubt.
The current modern medical system, people are dying right now, right down the road from taking a prescription that they were supposed to take, etc. You get that?
Oh, completely.
One mishap like that with us, on any level, it's over. Okay? We don't have the same leniency that the modern medicine world does, because we're an innovative industry. So I know for a fact, to protect, number one, my providers, my team, and even more so to provide the best care for our patients in this community, we cut no cost on training the staff at Advanced Medical for being the best at regenerative medicine, for being the best at physical therapy and rehab, for being the best at chiropractic and nutrition and wellness programs. So we're constantly training. It's a mandatory part of our policy for every employee in our office to be trained and have some kind of continuing education of what they know or what we're adding to our menu of services to help people. Minimal one training, multiple hours, 8 to 20 hours per quarter. So we don't play around.
No.
We don't play. Plus, Fulton, you and I are patients at Advanced Medical.
Yes.
What kind of team you want treating you?
I want the best.
I want the best.
I want the best.
What if I, as the owner of that business and a leader in that business, decided to save $15,000 and it caused you to get a little less than the best care? What would you think about me? What would you think about it?
Well, for one, I know that's not happening. Okay,
It ain't happening.
it's not happening.
It's not happening.
So I don't have to even contemplate.
You don't even have to worry.
I don't even have to look at it, bro. Thanks, Doc. Hey, thank you for doing that for not only me and yourself, but the people who work for you and every patient who comes through that door. I feel like every time I walk through your door, somebody's training on something. Somebody's on a computer. Somebody, the mornings that you do the whole staff training, you don't. And then to take the travel that is put in with these people that work at Advanced Medical Solutions to go with other like-minded people and train in the same way, because you and I know we're a rare breed. There's not a lot of us out there.
That's right. And we also don't just go with like-minded people. We show up to the best places in the country that we can get to as far as travel goes last year and this year. We show up to the best in the industry. That's who we're learning from.
Yes.
The best scientists, the best doctors in the industry to provide this care. We got no room. We got no room for leeway. We got no room for mistakes. And plus, we talked about insurance companies don't cover this yet.
No.
They do not cover this yet. And so it's not cheap. And so people are having to spend money out of their pocket, okay, anywhere from $5,000 to $50,000. We got no room for mistakes. So we're talking about being experts, and here's the thing. Unfortunately, what's happening in the medical industry, I call it modern medicine, it's more profit-driven rather than patient-focused. And so I'll be honest with you. Here's what we're up against. We're up against an industry, they're not very fond of what we do. An industry that's driven by profit corporations, and they're driven not by training and expertise. They're driven by numbers and dollars.
Yes.
Quotas.
Greed and power and money.
That's right. And it's not the doctors.
No.
It's not the nurses. It's the people they work for.
They don't even get it, most of them. They don't even understand that they're just
I disagree.
Okay.
I disagree.
Okay.
I read a lot. Okay. And I don't remember statistics. I don't memorize everything, but I clearly remember something from a few years ago, a study saying 83% of healthcare professionals, including doctors and nurses, are dissatisfied with what's going on in the healthcare industry at their place of work. And if they only had a way out, they would be out. Some of them get out. But most of them are trained to do what they do. It's too uncomfortable to get out of a system and a job that's feeding their families. But the majority of them are not satisfied either with the level of treatment of care that they're getting with their patients or having to give to their patients, meaning it's not getting them better, or they are frustrated with the
system,
the corporate quotas, et cetera,
swamp,
et cetera.
The healthcare swamp, just like in Washington, D.C., how we have a swamp, we have a swamp in healthcare as well.
That's right. And it's not all healthcare.
No.
But it's the majority of profit-driven healthcare with medications and surgeries, especially when there's another option.
Of course.
So we're up against people who really train in big business. We're up against people who train and hire millions and billions of dollars worth of experts in marketing and direct-to-consumer advertising through television and other aspects. We're dealing with millions and billions of dollars of incentives given to certain people to make certain decisions, incentives that drive their care plan and their recommendations rather than the best thing that's going to help a patient get better faster. So we have to train, folks. We have to be the best. Otherwise, we can't survive. We can't survive in the game. We're a little fish in a big ass pond.
Yeah, well, here's what I'm going to say to that is keep chomping, Dr. Scott. Keep biting, because you're doing it and you're doing it right, and the results are proven. The results are seen. If you don't believe it, come down for yourself. This is an opportunity to come get a New Year's resolution, feel better, feel healthier, there's so much opportunity to improve your health. This time of year, we have the COVID situation going on, and Advanced Medical Solution will focus in on your areas of need and help you improve them.
Well, we got to acknowledge the pain and suffering that's going on.
It's so much.
There's so much there.
So much.
And we got the pain and suffering of just the social dilemma and the political, I don't want to say
circus.
it again, circus that's been going on over the past year. There's so much pain and suffering. And if you have the time and the resources and even the intellect, the mental capacity to open up and consider a different way to really get what you want, which nobody really wants stem cell regenerative medicine. Nobody wants that. You know what you want? You want your life back.
That's right.
You want to be able to walk and not be in pain every day. You want to be able to lay in bed at night and get a full night's sleep without moving in the bed or even the dog or cat jumping in the bed, causing your pain to wake you up hour after hour. You don't want the medicine. You want your life back.
Yes.
That's what everybody wants.
That's what they want.
That's what they're getting.
It is.
That's what we're delivering to people.
That
and
is.
You can't do it being substandard.
No. But you make a valid point. I want to emphasize something you're saying there, because you talk about people laying down and going to sleep. Well, what happens when we lay down? Okay, the fluid settles, and that's what makes our joints stiff. That's what makes our joints painful, and that's what puts us at risk of falling when we get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom.
That's exactly right.
Okay?
Yep.
And if you knew that you were going to have an occurrence in your life later down that was affected by that, wouldn't you do something now?
Right now.
Right now. Prevent it.
Yeah.
Don't wait till then.
And we know it.
We know it.
I've had it before.
Yes.
I've had a bum knee. I've done exactly what we do with our patients. You know when there's a problem. And it needs to be addressed now. Because if you don't, it's going to get worse.
You took the words out of my mouth. I couldn't wait for you to stop to say it's not going to get better. It's never going to get better. Mm-hmm. It might stop raining and feel better for a day, but you still have that damaged tissue. You still have that injury to that joint or whatever part of the body, and you're going to have to evolve your life, the rest of your life, to deal with this. So why not take the best opportunity, the best method, and come to Advanced Medical Solution?
Well, there's one reason why people don't do it, because they don't know about it. But that's why you and I are here.
That's why we sit here, Dr. Scott.
It's time to reclaim our right to know right from wrong, or at least to know options that we have available now to be able to get better. So with everything that we're talking about, being experts, delivering it, let's not kid ourselves, Fulton.
Okay. Dr. Scott.
We're truly reaching out to 3% of the population. This is not for everybody.
Wow.
It's
3%.
We're reaching out to 3% of the population.
Okay.
The majority of them aren't interested, or they're only interested in what their insurance is going to pay for.
Okay.
That's understandable. The rest either are uncertain, too skeptical, or unlearned. We're dealing with about 3, maybe 5% of the population. It's not a lot of people, but it's enough people that when they get better, it changes their life. And to change one life is to change the world. And it's enough people that when it happens over and over and over and over again, it creates a ripple effect and affects other people's lives. And even though like 90% of the population are taking medications, 65% taking dangerous,
yes,
potentially fatal medications, that's a lot of the population. We're not at that point of the population, but what I know is that we're at a place now like never before where people want the truth more than ever. And they're taking steps to actually take control of their life.
Yes.
Take control of their health.
Their health care.
And this is the number one thing. This is the number one thing that's going to help somebody regain control of their life and their health, and be able to put themselves on a trajectory to getting better.
You know, it's interesting that you say it's 3 to 5% of the people, because I see so many people coming to Advanced Medical Solution. I see so many people talking about, you know, regenerative biologic stem cell treatments, and they're aware of it. But you know what? These people go to the doctor and they ask their doctor about it, and guess what he says? Oh, no, there's not enough research there yet. Guess what? Yes, there is. That doctor, that's not what his business model or who he works for does.
That's right. I'll be honest with you. I had a patient who had a knee replacement done. She wasn't getting any better after the knee replacement. She went back. They said, oh, we need to do another surgery on this replacement, scrape out some scar tissue, etc. That'll help you. They did the second surgery. Nothing. Still worse. 9 months later in severe pain.
Wow.
They wanted to do a third surgery.
Okay.
She came over, got another opinion. Now, what does it hurt to get another opinion?
Nothing.
What does it hurt to get another opinion? Especially an opinion that may not include more drugs and surgery. What does it hurt?
Wow.
What does it hurt, Fulton?
It hurts nothing.
It hurts nothing.
It should be required.
It should be required.
It
should be required. She came over. We said, hey, this is what's going on. There's nothing we can do with that replacement. But the replacement's not your problem. It's all the pain and swelling and inflammation around that replacement.
Yes.
That's what we can address. Very skeptical, very afraid. She decided to do it. She trusts us enough. She was referred by some friends who got phenomenal results. So she had levels of trust there. We did it, and it changed her life in 3.5 weeks. Changed her life in 3.5 weeks.
Yes.
She went back to the doctor. The doctor said, and she told him what she did. The doctor said, oh, I could have done that for you. She said, well, why didn't you tell me before you cut my leg off? I didn't think you'd go for it. I didn't think you'd be interested in it. I didn't think you'd want to pay for it because your insurance doesn't cover it.
So he made a decision for her.
Exactly. He judged her.
Yes.
He didn't give her all the knowledge.
Or options.
You got to remember, we have to reclaim the right to know what's out there. She was given no options other than do a surgery or get worse.
Yes.
Thank God she had friends that she saw who used to limp walking out of the house to their car, now walking laps around the neighborhood, wearing our Advanced Medical t-shirt. She said, how are you walking like this? What are you guys doing? Look at my shirt. Advanced Medical, that's where we went.
Yes.
And so what she did, she trusted. She had a certain levels of trust, and you gotta make a move. She made the move.
She did.
She made the move. She's just like she didn't want to spend the money. She didn't want to spend 2 months coming in there once or twice a week doing rehab. Nobody wants to do that. What we want is our life back. She got her life back. She's walking. She's moving. She's taking trips now. She's doing whatever she wants, pain-free. That's what everybody wants.
Yeah. What? Can you put a price on that?
Yeah, I'll put a price on it.
Okay.
And it's a lot less than what it's worth. That's what we do. There is a price on it.
It is. There is a price.
Money can't buy everything, but it can help you get pain-free. That's for sure.
You know what?
And unfortunately, right now, that's what we have to do.
Yes.
We got to come up with it.
And you know what? We've got so many examples of so many patients. You know, the testimonials just never end. Everybody who makes the decision to do this and does it, and you and I both know, and when you go online, you see that the results are phenomenal. You see so few complaints. And where there is, you can identify what went wrong. And usually that's because you didn't go to somewhere like Advanced Medical Solution who knew exactly what they were doing.
But just this past week, we had to fix 2 or 3 patients who had gotten it done somewhere else. Yeah.
So with that being said, we see so many of these people. We see so many testimonials. And when you do it every day, all day, and everybody comes back and says, thank you, man, you've changed my life. that has to be probably the largest compliment you can be paid, Dr. Scott.
I love it. I've been in the healthcare industry for 18 years, been doing this for 4 years, and I'm going to be honest with you, I do love that. That's not why I do this, though. Really, because as much as I love it and it's great to hear, we hear it so much, we really take it for granted, okay? It's really not a big deal. All right? And I'm so happy when people get great. It changes their life.
Yes.
But we hear it so much, it's just really...
Keep your nose to the grindstone.
It's just really the same old thing. But the reason why people. I really do it...
Yes.
Because it's my responsibility.
Okay.
I know things people don't know. I know things that people need to know, and I know things and I have experienced things in healthcare, especially with what we're talking about, where now it's just my God-given responsibility to tell people about it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here with you.
That's a valid point.
You. And I love hanging out with you. I'd rather be at the restaurant grabbing a bite and having a drink with you. But we're here.
We've got work to do.
We got work to do.
We've got a lot of work to do.
There are people counting on us.
We've got a lot of people who need us.
Yep.
And that's what we're here. That's why we're saying this. That's why we come back and do this every week. You know, once again, for you and I, this is routine for us to come in here and talk about this. But people listen every week, and somebody new hears this, and it plants a seed in their mind. And that's what you are doing, Dr. Scott. You are helping those people become aware and educated and preparing them. Guess what? If they don't do it now, they'll ultimately need to come to Advanced Medical Solution.
I've had people who have put it off, and when they finally do it, why did I wait? That's the mistake.
Yeah, that's right. You said something earlier made me think about it. Sometimes the largest mistake you can make is doing nothing at all.
That's right.
Not even making a move.
That's apathy.
Yes.
That's apathy.
Staying right where you are can be the largest mistake you can make.
There are people who have done that, but there are people that have thought like that, and they turn around, they change their mind. They're all over those testimonial pages.
Oh, yeah.
If you're listening right now, to see all those people, and we only record people that we have time to capture. There's so many more, but there are so many on our YouTube page. Go to youtube.com, type in Advanced Medical Solutions. That's where you're going to see all of those patients who are getting result after result. Also, Fulton and I, we're on Dwyer Scott Podcast on YouTube. So YouTube's a place where you can hear what we're talking about all the time. They can hear patients that we've interviewed.
Yes.
You can also go to Advanced Medical Solutions on YouTube and see all those testimonials. Quick, they're quick, a minute long. You can just hear people getting better.
They are. They're short. There's actually, several videos of in the office. So it's a neat tool. It's a great way for us to let people know and become aware of how much impact Dr. Scott at Advanced Medical Solution is having in the Myrtle Beach area.
Well, I've said it before. We really have two types of patients.
Yes.
Two types of patients. We got the smart people.
Yes. Who
want to stay away from drugs and surgery and who want to stay healthy and stay strong, stay mobile, stay independent.
Yes.
Those are our patients. And then the other patients are the ones who they got no other hope. They got no other choice. It's either do nothing and be miserable, and, some have even contemplated suicide.
Wow.
They tell me this. Oh, yeah. It's a regular thing.
Yeah, it's not. That's it's just go ahead and make a change.
Those people we help.
Yes.
Those are our two types of people. The smart people who understand it and want to move forward, and then the people, they got no other option. They got no other option. They're miserable. They're in pain. And the great part is we love both those people, and both those people get better.
Yes,
it's awesome.
They have a seat at Advanced Medical Solution, and you know what? They wouldn't give up that seat for anything. And those are the people. Those people are really the grapevine that you and I work through to help other people become aware of it. Unfortunately, you and I can't do it by ourselves.
We can't do it.
We think we can, but we can't.
We can't.
We can't.
Yes,
we can. No, we can't. We can't.
It's
we
impossible.
Just can't. We need their help.
They're the pioneers in this. In the new medical.
They are
the new medicine. They're the pioneers. Without them, what are we going to talk about?
And you know what?
We're going to read research from China 30 years ago.
That's right. And they just validate it.
We're doing it right now.
Yes.
We're doing it right down the road. We're doing it in Myrtle Beach, and I love it.
Yes.
So here's the thing. We've been talking about regenerative medicine. We only got a minute left.
Oh, we're on the
What the
countdown.
hell is going on in politics?
Wow,
You got 30
man.
seconds.
You know, you're talking about at one time being glad to say, I'm glad that's not my clown at the circus. We have a circus show going on in politics. This new administration is just axing daily with executive orders. It's disappointing to see.
We're going to talk about it next week.
Awesome.
Y'all want to talk about it next week?
We'll hear it.
Rick Roberts, you going to talk about it?
We can talk about it now, but we just don't have the time.
We're out. Hey, guys. Hey, Jensen. Thanks for being here. Rick Roberts.
Yes, sir.
You the man. Fulton.
Dr. Scott.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Everybody listening, we love you. We'll talk to you next week. Next week, we're going to pull a few things out. We're going to talk about some serious stuff and some conspiracy theories, and also how that relates to your health and your future. See you next week. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Dr. Scott. Thank you, folks.
That's a great show.
Your answer was great.
This Radio Short Podcast is brought to you by Advanced Medical Solutions.
Speaking of where I left off last week, bro.
Something different in medicine.
Don't punch us.
You want to avoid more medication?
I told you to go piss before we came in here, didn't I? No, I'm done. I'm done.
Advanced Medical Solutions.